Everybody, thanks for watching. Today I'm going to tell you about the surprising thing that is making you overweight. Matter of fact, you've never heard this before. But before we get into it, guys, we have a special going on, and I want to stop and tell you because we don't do this very often. We have a buy two, get one free. So if you do a program for April and May, June is on us. So instead of just losing 20 pounds, you're going to lose 30 pounds for the price of 20 because that's the average. So jump in there if you haven't yet, but you need to do that before Wednesday or by Wednesday, April the 10th. We'd love to have you in that. If you missed the special, hey, the deals are still great. So what is the one surprising thing that is making you overweight? Hey, and I'll tell you, if this upsets you, I do not want you to comment or complain unless you listen to the whole thing, because that's really going to be important today, and it's going to be brief. But the number one thing, this surprising thing making you overweight is pride. Pride. Plato said the greatest wealth is to live content with little. Who lives content with little? Somebody that's humble. Now, hear me out. Have you ever said, you know what, I'm not perfect? Because you say that because you know you're not. But then when somebody else points it out, you get defensive or upset. Hey, nobody's perfect, and just because you deal with pride doesn't mean somebody's getting on you or criticizing you. Hey, we all got stuff. And some people will show their pride in the form of anger. That would be more of my thing. You get angry because things aren't going your way. Why do you get angry? Things aren't going the way you think they should be going. It's an entitled thing. When you eat and you didn't need food, it's an entitled thing. It's like, I don't really like the way I feel right now. I feel like I need this right now. And we want to meet that need in our own way that is not necessarily best or the right way. Recently, I talked about the 5 keys to weight loss. One of them was embrace the hunger. Who embraces hunger? Well, there's an element of humility in saying, you know what, I'm hungry and that's okay. We also said one of the keys was to hire a coach. Well, who hires a coach? Somebody recognizing I will do better if someone helps me. By myself, it's not going to happen. That's a humble thing. People don't want to do that. Well, how dare you? You don't know me, Trainer Joe. No, but I know humanity to some extent. I know myself to some extent. And we want to fix things the way we want to fix them. And that's a prideful thing that we have to deal with. Please don't feel picked on. Everybody's dealing with something, and we do it in different ways. But if you are eating and you're using and abusing food to try to fix something that's not meant to do, there's really an element of pride in that. And I think of clients that I've had, I'm looking at some right now, and I look at Kurt. He's lost 85 pounds. He's one of the humblest people I know. But he ain't perfect, and he's dealing with things. And one of the ways he used to deal with them is eating when he shouldn't eat. I'm looking at Maria, one of the humblest, sweetest people I know. She was eating when she shouldn't have been eating. I'm just telling you, everybody's got something. And when you think, well, you're picking on that person, and hey, I'm picking on everybody. We all got something, and if you're eating and using and abusing food, please hear me say gently, everybody's got something. You are using and abusing food when you ought to be doing something else. You may need some help, and if you don't get help, it's on you. It doesn't mean you're bad or terrible. It means you've got an opportunity. So many people that I talk to when it comes to weight loss will say this. They'll say, yeah, I probably should give you a call, or I probably should do this, but I know what to do. A coach or somebody helping you is not there primarily to tell you what to do. They're to help you do it. But what you think is you've got it within you to do it. No, you have enough to get this done. You just may not have enough to get it done on your own. But pride says you do. Guys, Paul said, everything's permissible for me, but not everything's beneficial. And he said, but I will not be mastered by anything. How's he not going to be mastered? He's relying on help from God to do that. And we all got to get to the place where we're willing to say, you know, I might not be able to do this on my own. I might need some help. I might need to humble myself in areas that are really difficult for me. And again, I'm going to say this. I've had so many areas and still do that I'm like, man, I probably need help here or here or here, or I'm not going to be the guy that I should be. We're all in that box. And if your issue happens to be one of overeating and being overweight, let's just admit, As everybody's got something, you're not excluded, and your something is pride. And once again, if you need some help, we have a deal going on right now. Buy April and May, June's on me, so you can lose 30 pounds for the price of 20. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, train your brain and transform your body.